Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. We're back in lockdown in the UK, but it's not going to stop us enjoying ourselves and having fun with these lovely ladies here, our dragonflies. Gotta love them. My name is Moo. I'm a mother of four, and I love this company, which our lovely Paula will tell us a bit more about in a minute. I met Paula about 4 years ago in another company, and she was on stage giving a speech, and I was just going, "Oh my god, this woman is amazing!" And I think she is the best thing since sliced bread. Absolutely love her. She was on stage with her kids, and that didn't stop her. She just carried on talking, and I just thought, wow. Couldn't get anywhere near her because all these other people were like crowding around us. So I added her on Facebook and I stalked her for a little bit before I had the courage to say hello. And then I've actually met her, and she is that wonderful person that I saw on stage. This is the real deal. She is what you see. So I'll hand it over to Paula.
oh, Moo, thank you. I get so red when you talk about that. I remember the event very well, and I've got a picture of myself on stage. It was the first time I ever did it. Definitely not the last. So yeah, it was amazing when we finally got together. We just clicked, didn't we? So like we have done with all of our community, it's a pretty lucky place to be at the moment. So hello, my name's Paula Middleton. I am from Manchester in the UK. I've got 4 children that keep me very busy, and I'm going to be going through a few different things tonight. But I've actually um, everyone that's on tonight is going to be a little bit surprised because I've switched things up a bit. We're going to be condensing some of the stuff that we like to talk about in our membership to make it really easy to understand. And we're going to be going through what membership benefits you can get with us. So I'm going to share my screen to start with, and then at the end, once we've been through all the information, it shouldn't be more than sort of 10-15 minutes. If you've got any questions, please let me know. Let me share my screen. From the beginning, always start at the beginning. Okay, so welcome. What does travel do for you? I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story and my travel story in particular and where that started from. And it was when I was about 18, I was quite poorly with my mental health. And I went through a really tough time over a number of years. And it's not until my 21st that I actually felt, well, coming up to my 21st, I felt much better. So my mum and dad knew that I'd always had a dream of going to New York. So basically, they made it happen for my 21st. I was over the moon. And what found out was it wasn't a surprise as such. I found out a few months before because we had to make arrangements. But on the run up to that trip, I was so happy and excited about this new sort of experience that I'm going to have. It was incredible and it really helped my emotional health. Whilst I was on the holiday, on the trip, I was just buzzing. It was an amazing feeling to have. And when I came home, it just kind of gave me that fever and that fire to go to other places and experience other things. And that's basically what I wanted to do always. And I made plans to go and travel around Europe. I made plans to work as a travel counsellor at one of the summer camps in America, through quite an intense process to become one of those camp counsellors. But my mental health kicked in again, and my head just wouldn't allow me to go. So what happened then? I got well again. I had treatment, and I got well. Um, and then life happens, doesn't it? I met my husband. We had 4 amazing children. And whereas before it was my head stopping me from doing the things that I really wanted to do, which was travel the world, now, until I found this club, it was actually my bank balance that was stopping me from doing that. A family of 6 going traveling the world, you need to save for a fair few years to make sure that you can do it in style. So what happened a couple of years ago, I came across this travel club and thought, the way this works for me, it's kind of like a savings club. You double in your money. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But I always put money away each month to save for whatever travel we might be doing in the summer. Things are a little different at the moment, but I will still explain that to you and the benefits of our club in relation to what's going on in the world as well. I always used to save a little bit of money so that we could go on a summer holiday and really enjoy ourselves. It's the same kind of thing. It's the same kind of principle as to how this club works. I just had to admit someone into the waiting room then, so I do apologize. So that's my story. Everyone's got their own story. Just a bit of a background about the company. The company is called Travorium. Our parent company is Pay to Save Travel. Our CEO is there, pictured. David Hart is an incredible businessman. He's got 30 years experience. He has been a runner-up in Inc. magazine, which is absolutely huge for a young entrepreneur. And you can see there, I don't know if you can see actually, I'll move this. You can see there we've met a lot of the top earners that are already in the company. People are making an income from travel through this company, even during the current crisis that we find in. And I'll explain how that's happening in just a moment. But we were fortunate enough to meet David, CEO, and in the top picture up there, that's Todd Strand, who is one of our mentors and someone that really kind of helps us within the business. He's so knowledgeable. But the actual ethos of the company is all about, it's about family. Because whether you've got your own family and your own children or not, the company is like a family because we do get so close and we've got that passion for what we do. It builds those bonds, so it's really powerful. The company is also regulated and secure. You can see that, I'm not going to go through each one, but you can see on that strip in the middle, that's all relevant to the different bodies that regulate all the different travel areas. So you've got IATA, you've got the ARC accredited agency, you've got CLIA that's to do with the cruises, you've got the accredited, they are A+ accredited with the Better Business Bureau. I'll tell you about that in a moment. All sorts of, now these are global corporations that we have that regulation from. So I do have conversations with some of our guys in the UK who are looking at the club and they say, well, what regulations do you have? Because there are UK regulators. We don't have them because we've gone one step better. We've got global regulators. So you'll find, I don't know if you've kept your finger on the pulse with travel, with the things that have been going on in the world with the pandemic, but there have been people that haven't been refunded for travel that they couldn't go on, that was through no fault of their own. There are people that have been issued with credit notes for travel that they couldn't go on through no fault of their own. And those credit notes are not necessarily going to be worth the same amount that they were originally worth. Now, the global organizations that we work alongside, they actually make sure that that doesn't happen. But not only that, our CEO takes it upon himself to make sure that we are never out of pocket. There's been about 2 or 3 holidays that I have missed because of this pandemic, as some of the team have as well. And just one example, over Christmas, within 12 hours of letting them know that we're in a level 4, we can't travel out of, because it was going to be in Scotland and going from Manchester to Scotland, you weren't allowed. Within 12 hours, I received a full refund and point back into my travel pot, which I'll explain a little bit later. But within 12 hours, I got that back. We've still got people waiting from August with some of the main travel companies that are still waiting for their refunds. So this is just a little bit of a slide to explain we are totally secure, you're totally covered. You can see there they've got a 4-star review, there's 0 complaints. They've got the highest possible rating with the Better Business Bureau in America. And yeah, it's just so reassuring to know that. If you had all the time and the money in the world, what would you do? What would you do more of? Now, I've actually been on a mission. When I first came across this club, honestly, I did so much research, did so much checking, and I actually asked lots and lots of people this question. 9 out of 10 of those people actually said that they would want to travel more. So I actually looked into why people want to travel more. And I'm sharing here some pictures. I'm going to update this a little bit more because I think a few more of us have had trips with our club. But these are some of the trips that we've been on. These are some of the Zoom calls, some of the leaders that we work with, some of the places that we've gone to. But the reason why we want to travel more is if we've got a family, we want to see our kids having a good time. We want to see how excited they get, even on the run up to that holiday, during the holiday. Yes, you might have the holiday blues, but with our club, you can just book another holiday straight after. But we'll come up again, we'll talk about that in a moment. To relax and reduce your everyday stresses. If you have have a full-time job and you're working all hours, you need some time to just chill and take some time for you and your family. And the third main reason is to make memories and experience new things. And right now, because we're being told that we can't travel, it's absolutely crucial that we have light at the end of the tunnel so that when we know we can go and do what we want to do, we can do it affordably as well. That's where we come in. Excuse me. So imagine if you could live a life that you don't need a vacation from. That's kind of a tagline that I use all the time because that is my mission. I'm on my way to achieving it, as a few of us are. But that is my mission I've actually done a mission statement the other day, and I want to help 1,000 families do that. I want them to be able to live a life that they don't need a vacation from, so that you can travel more often, travel for less, and travel for free. Now, all three of those things we provide in abundance within our travel club. I want you to take a look at this slide. It's going to make you cringe a little bit. It always does with me, but I want you to kind of think differently about the way the world is right now. I know that you're thinking we can't go anywhere. We're in a UK lockdown, but the whole world isn't locked down. The UK, yes, and there are other countries that are as well. But do you think this lockdown will last forever? Because I know for sure it will not. The hospitality industry is one of the biggest industries on the planet. They are not going to let that go to rack and ruin. So I know that people are struggling right now in different areas of the hospitality industry. However, when we can travel, they will be actively encouraging us to do so, and that's where we can help. You've seen this before. Stay alert, control the virus, save lives. Think of this in a different way. Stay alert. Travel is happening all across the world right now. Just the other day, I was chatting with, no, I saw a video, I think, who is it from? Jamal, I think. Some of our American guys are away. Our CEO is in Mexico. He did an awesome Happy New Year video. People are traveling. It's happening. Just because of our individual circumstances right now, maybe we can't, but that doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. And if you look across the world, our partners are traveling right now. Control your travel plans. So our travel club is growing in the thousands week on week. We had, during the initial lockdown within the UK, where the whole world was going a little bit crazy, Moo, would you be able to check that for me if there's anything I need to pick up that message? We had 7,000 new club members over the lockdown period. 7,000 joined within that short period. Now, that's probably doubled with all the feedback that I see and the information that I see from our members and from our teams. That's probably doubled by now. And what travel company do you know that is having that kind of success? I can only think of one, and I'm not being biased, but anyway, make memories. I'm never going to travel again, said no one ever. Of course you're going to travel again. Thousands of members already visiting resorts post-COVID. After our first lockdown, I was fortunate enough to go to the lakes using my travel club membership. There was a remote check-in, COVID safe, absolutely incredible. We didn't come across anyone else, excuse me, who felt completely safe. Um, and it was just an amazing thing. And even my 13-year-old son, we went for 8 days, 7 nights in a 2-bedroom resort. Absolutely beautiful place. It was on a lakeside in a wooden lodge. It was gorgeous. Even my 13-year-old said it was the best holiday he's ever been on. He's 13 years old. He doesn't talk like that. But he said, this is the best holiday we've had, Mum. And to have that, build those bonds again after having such a tough time through that initial lockdown. We didn't know what we were dealing with, did we? But to reconnect with your family in that way, it was very, very precious. And we will be booking something as soon as we come through this lockdown as well. So I'm going to talk in a little bit more detail about 3 different membership benefits so that we can get really clear on what this membership will do for you. So the first member benefit is a getaway for you and your family or friends. What this is you will have a monthly subscription to pay for your membership, just like you have Sky or you've got your phone bill or broadband, whatever your subscriptions are for. Some are food ones, don't they? I've been looking at some of those fresh food ones anyway. I digress. So you'll pay a subscription for your travel each month, and what the company will do is match the amount that you pay each month. What then happens is you are given that amount back, the full amount. You're giving it back, and it's put into like a travel pot, if you want to call it that. And it's points. And what you can then do is use all of those points and go to places that are showing on this slide, and lots more. There's over 2,000 places you can visit. That first picture of the palm trees, that's the Cayman Islands. We've got Las Vegas down at the bottom, and then we've got Disney in Florida. Let's just have a look at some of those prices using your travel club membership. $0 per night for a week. For a week. So you've got your 8 days, 7 nights for a week. You want to go Las Vegas? Yes, you booked your flight. You then go to Las Vegas and stay there for a week for nothing. Good. Orlando, I don't know if you can see that there because I've moved it, but that is also $0 per night. Cayman Islands, $0 per night. Now, all of these prices, I want to say prices, but it's zero. So is it a price? I don't know. Something to contemplate. These are reflected within our premium package. So that's our top notch membership. We've kind of got a plus, which is a mid-range. We've got a premium. We've even got a basic, but we can talk about that separately. If plus or premium are not for you right now, we do have a basic membership as well. So just ask us at the end if you want to talk about that. But these prices, $0 per night for 7 nights, 8 days. You're looking at 0 on the premium package. Now, our second member benefit. Does anyone use a search engine usually for the travel? Do you go on Trivago or Booking.com? Anything like that? I'm pretty sure that you will do. Now, what we have with our membership, we have our very own search engine. And what that search engine does, it's actually programmed to bring back prices that have no permissions added. Whenever you use Booking.com or Trivago or any other search engine, not only are most of them linked to each other anyway because they're owned by the same company, which you probably don't know. There's only 2 companies the world over that own all of the travel search engines and everything that you see online, just 2 companies. But you'll see maybe about 200 when you do a search. There's only 2 companies that own them all, and they compete against each other. We are out of that kind of game. We don't have to do that because each of those companies will put a commission on that so that they will pay for them for their site to be used. They'll pay for the site to be maintained. We don't do that. We provide you with a search engine that actually takes off the permissions, and that's because the company that we have here, there's so many different aspects to it, and we make money off each of those aspects that we don't need to include commission on this area of our membership. So that's the second member benefit. You've got your own personal search engine that you can get travel, hotel stays. You can actually get car hire. You can get trips to the theatre. You can get, I want to do Route 66. It's on my bucket list. You can actually get a tour that starts you off on Route 66 and all sorts of things like that. But there's no commission added. You get the flat rate. So that's our second member benefit. But what it's also going to give you is loyalty points that you can go and spend on travel, funnily enough. So you can then, if you were to say go on a business trip, I go on business trips occasionally, or if I was to go and visit Shell over the border in Wales and I stayed over somewhere and booked it through my search engine, then I would get loyalty points given to me for using my search engine that I can then save up for flights, for example. So that's exactly what I'm doing. So in time, when I've got enough of those loyalty points, what I can then do is book a flight using my loyalty points, which has cost me nothing because I was going to visit Shell anyway. And also using my travel club membership because I've got $0 per night. Do you see where I'm going with this? Pretty exciting. Our third member benefit, this is not the final benefit, but the third main benefit I'm going to go over in detail is our world tours. Now, when you take a membership out with us, you are automatically invited to business celebrations. There's no other way to say it really, called world tours. And it's a matter of getting everyone that has a travel club membership together and just putting names to faces. Because whilst you're using your travel club membership, you're getting recommendations of different members, you're learning about where they've stayed, and you get to know a whole bunch of amazing people. And then you can go and see them on a world tour. But what's amazing with this, you remember at the beginning I mentioned the points that you get when you pay your subscription. Your subscription charges are doubled, returned to you in points that are in your travel pot. You can use those points for these world tours as well. And the prices that you pay are minimal. What you will pay, we had a trip to Vegas, to the Wynn in Vegas. Unfortunately, us from the UK couldn't go, but it did go ahead. I've seen the pictures, I've seen the evidence and the videos, and it looks incredible. And for 3 nights, 4 days, 3 nights, it was $199. $199. And the room was actually on something like the 28th floor. It was a panoramic room as well. And we saw the videos. We were kind of crying, like, take us there now. But we saw the videos of the blinds opening up on Las Vegas Strip, and it's like we could have been there. And trust me, the Wynn, go look it up. The Wynn will cost you around anything from $400 to $600 a night, and we were getting it for $199 for 3 nights. Add a week away in Vegas that's for free, you're going staying in Vegas for over a week for $199. You can't go wrong. Some of the pictures I've put on here, some of our world tours that are coming up, we're going to be going to Vegas again, which I'm really excited about. We've got the Hard Rock Hotel in Tenerife, which is also another one that we should have gone on, isn't it, ladies? That was, they're going to be doing it again. We've also got Paris. We've got Hawaii. We have Jamaica. Anyone in the chat, just put some of the other places in. I've not got the list to hand, but we've got all of those places that you will pay peanuts for because
Apparently,
of
we've got Dubai.
Dubai. Yes.
Dubai was the one he announced last night.
Well, yeah. There's lots. But you're paying peanuts to go somewhere that's a dream location with some amazing people, you know? Now, these are some, you can see just in the middle of the screen there, a screenshot of your search engine. This is an example of the prices that you might pay if you use your search engine. New York on New Year's Eve, it's a little bit dated. I need to update it, but 4 nights, Hilton Times Square, that's in the thick of the action. You can see the prices there. You're going to save £295 on 4 nights compared to Trivago. So you remember I mentioned that commission they add on. That's what they, oh, sorry about that. Can you still see my screen? I've just upgraded my account and it mustn't have gone through. You still see, yeah? Got it?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Yeah, so it's £295 for the Hilton Times Square. I mean, that's a good saving. Theatre later, have some dinner. Fantastic. Japan is up and coming, you know, there's a lot of people who want to go to Japan. 7 nights, April 2021, Intercontinental Tokyo. You're going to be saving on your personal search engine £238 because the flat rate should be £238 less than what Expedia are selling it for. Have a look at these places. This is a little extra add-on that I am going to whiz through really quick. Tell us in the chat if there's anywhere that you're interested in going to. Indonesia is one for me, absolutely. Saudi Arabia, I know, is one of Mahmouda's. Germany, Thailand, USA, I want to do Route 66. Now, ignore that, ignore that. But what you were seeing there, you get a free incentive trip. All of those places that I mentioned on that slide, then you can choose one every single year. So you can go on a free trip. Yeah, so I'm not going to go and talk about that in too much depth. Please ask us if you've got any questions. Do you recognize these logos? I think you will. Tesco, Pizza Hut, M&S, Sea Life Centre. We also give discounts on all of this and more. You can see the information across the bottom. We cover every possible thing you might need to purchase ever. And you get huge discounts with all of these as well as standard part of your membership. In addition, you can earn using this membership, and quite a few of us do earn an income and we use it as a business. What you also get, which is complimentary, is an actual link you can share with friends and family that's completely free for them to use, but you can earn an income from it. So whenever they book on that hotel site, whenever they use your link that gives you an average of around 22% discount for them, they will get loyalty points, but you'll get paid as well. So that's pretty powerful, and it's just standard as part of your membership to just share the love, really. So how much would you pay for all of that if you were to purchase it? Most of the time, people come to me and say, well, I'll probably pay between £100 and £200 a month. And I'd say that's pretty fair, if I'm being honest. Let's see how much it does cost. So the mid-range membership, it's $69.95 per month. That's around £54 a month for all of those benefits. The only difference with that is, and you'll notice on the next higher membership, when your money is doubled up, then it's the $69.95 that's doubled up. So that's the amount doubled that you will get back in points for your trips every single month. Now, our premium membership, it's only £99 a month. And you get that doubled, given back to you in points so that you can go on those world tours and you can go on those dream vacations for £0, some of them for a week. Not too shabby, really, is it? But we've got a secret to share. If you know anyone else that likes to travel and you tell them about this travel club, put them in touch with us. We have a good chat with them. Let them know exactly what we've let you know on this call. If you know 3 people and they take out the platinum highest package, you then qualify to earn extra income. So you're able to start replacing your income if you need to. If you've reduced your income or even lost your income during these challenging times, it's a way to get that income rolling back in. Introduce another one. So that's 4. So 4 of your friends like to travel when they can, but only during the time when we're in lockdown, they're saving up for that travel dream. When you have introduced, or if you introduce, and this is all optional, please be clear with that. You don't need to do this to access your membership. But if you do know someone and you know 4 people, they will want to know how you're getting to go to the Cayman Islands for 0, trust me. 4 people means that you are better than free. So you're actually earning an income that covers all of your outgoing costs. So you are getting a free membership. You're getting a free trip to the Cayman Islands, or wherever it is you want to go. And if you're saving up those loyalty points that I mentioned earlier, you're also getting your free flights. So it's all about working out how your membership is going to best work for you. Now, just a little add-on, we are evolving. We have gone into the digital Forex space as well. It's foreign exchange. I don't know if you've ever been to a bureau de change. Did you like that? Exchanged money at all. We actually teach you how to trade on those exchanges. I'm not going to go into that. That is a separate conversation that we can have. Any questions about it, though, please feel free to ask. These are some of the social events that we have as a community. This is the Dragonfly Voyagers community, as you will know, and we do get together quite often and just have a catch up. You can see there all the details. If you are not in our group, which changed name recently, so I'll have to update this slide as well. If you're not in our group, let us know and we can add you in there straight away. You will see all this information. It's easily available, and then you can jump on and just catch up with us. Where could this take you? I mean, where could it take you? Where do you want to go? And now, anyone who's got any questions, please feel free to ask.
I want to go everywhere.
Too. Me too.
Do the world tour.
I want the Jamaica trip. I want the Jamaica trip.
Yeah, we're all going with Carol.
Yeah.
Ninja.
Your very own ninja.
I'm going to stop the recording now, but if you're seeing this, so it's been sent to you, you've got any questions, just go back to the person that sent it over. Thank you.